Hey guys, welcome back to Love This For Us.
Hi.
We're here. I am Elana Moline.
And I'm Mackenzie Oaks.
Host.
The host, I know.
With the most, Mackenzie
Correct.
Oaks.
Correct.
It's
I love
huge
it, that's
for you.
a thing. Yeah.
It's huge for you. Guys, if you're listening to this, you're listening to Love This For Us. You already know that. I hope you know that. If you stumbled here, I'm glad you're here. And when I say you, Mac, who am I talking to? Who's listening to us?
I mean, anyone really who's interested in digital, social media, anyone who wants the latest tea, the YouTube gossip, anything, knowledge and insights in the digital world.
Some would call us insiders.
Ooh, yeah.
That's the word.
We're insiders.
We're insiders.
Insiders.
We're inside. Also, I know if you heard episode 1, you would know who Charlie and Nelson are. Those are Mackenzie's cats.
Right.
Nelson, particularly, a star, some would say, was doing a lot of interrupting, we'll say, in the last episode. Today, we're now at my house. And if you hear chairs skirting, a little girl running around and yelling,
sirens,
anything like that, it's because my brother's friend's daughter is over at my house hanging out with my mom. And, toddlers love to run around and have a good time.
Yeah, she is not responsible for the sirens, though, if you heard that.
Right, if you hear sirens, they're not, I promise they're not connected.
I mean, you never know.
You never know, but hopefully not. But yeah, that's, if you hear any noise, I hope you find it endearing and fun, that you hope for every episode to have a different and unique distraction.
And so, Charlie and Nelson have been freed.
Free Charlie and Nelson. That has been in the comments section, absolutely.
Yeah, they're fine.
They're free, but trapped in your house.
They're fine. They're okay.
She turns a light on for them.
I do. I turn a light on for them. It's great. So I'm excited about this episode. It's going to be about squads.
You hear how disrespectful outside is being?
Yeah, it's a little much, but it's fine. We're going to chat about squads and teams of the YouTube world, and I'm excited to talk about this because it's a very weird scenario, I feel like.
It is weird. There's you can go so deep.
Yeah.
You literally can get as deep as you want.
Totally. But before we get into that, I guess we can give a little overview of kind of what we do. We kind of skipped over that last time, of what we do in our day-to-day jobs. Some would say our full-time jobs.
Some would say full-time. Some would say more than full-time.
Correct. Yes. This is not our full-time job. Whatever.
Not yet.
So we work at the same company, and pretty much those sirens, though.
I know, they're coming for my mixtape.
Oh, God.
Everyone just cringed. I felt the universal cringe.
So what I do is I kind of work with creators on channel management and optimization, analytics, all that fun stuff. So anything to do with numbers, but also content strategy, that's my thing.
She's the best at it.
Thank you.
The best in the business. No questions asked.
Oh, thank you. I'm also running this YouTube channel that you are listening to this on, if you are listening on YouTube. If not, please go subscribe.
She is optimizing it. She is making sure it hits all the viewers necessary. Mm-hmm. And we're excited to grow it.
Yeah, totally.
So please, listen multiple times. If you want to just put it on repeat at your desk, refresh the page every couple of hours, and then make sure those views just rack up, because your girls are trying to make this a full-time job.
Tea.
That's the tea.
That's the tea that
and
you're looking for.
And that's the tea you're looking for.
Yes.
What's my job? My job is...
She's like, what's my job? I don't know what I do.
I know what I do. It's just it's hard to explain. No, it's not. Basically, I work in creator partnerships, so kind of all things brand partnerships, and that's kind of a talent strategy piece, as well as working with brands and just making sure that amazing creators out there are working with brands that they're excited about, and that they're creating really amazing content, and that the right brands find the right talent, and vice versa. And that's kind of my day-to-day. And I love it with all my heart.
I love that. I love that we're kind of opposites, but we work together to make things happen.
We're perfect for each other.
We are a perfect team. Hence the podcast.
No, so that's what we do. And so whenever you hear us talking about like, oh, from our expertise or our past, wow, my mixtape is doing so well. Whenever you hear us talking about like our expertise, you know, it's because Mac is like the best in the business when it comes to anything growth and optimization and
you're fabulous yourself. You know talent inside and out. She knows brands inside and out. It's like, it's crazy how much knowledge she has.
It's all in my noggin.
Astounding.
It's astounding.
I love
it. So we wanted to recap a little bit of last week's episode for anyone who didn't listen to it. And if you didn't, please go listen to it.
Shame
it will be
on you.
linked down below. But basically, last week when we recorded, it was Jake and Tana's wedding. It was live and it was happening.
Yeah, so we didn't get to hear anything, all the drama, all that good stuff. Someone's like splashed wine or
threw
something?
A drink on them.
Threw a drink.
Exactly.
Not splashed.
It was threw a drink.
Threw a drink.
It was wild. But we kind of talked about influencer couples and everything that goes into that. The pressure that it is, you know, that people have on them to make their relationship public or make it last or change it or make it something people want to look at. You know, what's that like? And you know, I had kind of touched on Jake and Tana being, whether it's real or fake, I honestly don't know. I wish I did. Yeah. I think I was explaining, you know, they're perfect for one another. They take everything to the max. Everything's wild. Everything's crazy. And I think that they are kind of perfect for each other personality-wise. And we chatted about, you know, Julian and Jenna, Jenna Marbles, Julian some...
Oh my... Fake fan.
Some
I
don't know how to pronounce it. I know what it is, but I
Jenna
don't know.
and Julian, if you
Jenna
know,
and Julian, and then David Dobrik and Liza Koshy. Mac, do you want to fill them in on that kind of stuff?
Yeah, I mean, we just chatted about how obsessed people can be over couples, how sometimes it is kind of their full business, like being together and people being really involved and being there when Jenna gets a new dog, like Jenna and Julian get a new dog, and it's so exciting, and people feel like they're there and part of it.
And we posed the question, you know, viewers, listeners, anything like that, like what would you do, right? If you were an influencer with, let's say, millions and millions of followers and fans, like, would you keep your relationship public? You know, would you keep it really private? And Mackenzie and I both agreed we would keep ours pretty private, just because of the pressure. But, you know, at a point, do you wait a certain amount of months till you bring them out? So we'd love to hear anyone's feedback and thoughts on, you know, if it was you, what would you do?
Yeah, it's a cool episode, so be sure to check it out. We'll leave links below, like we said. But yeah, kind of moving on to our little next segment. Elana, what is on your mind?
Honestly, I love when people ask me that question.
The smirk that she just gave.
I gave her a smile.
What's on your mind?
What's on my mind? What's on my mind first is I haven't watched episode 3 of Reality House from K&J, and that was my recommendation. We're recording this on a Friday, so it came out today earlier in the day.
She got the notification.
I did. I do have notifications turned on.
Yeah.
Speaking of notifications, you should have our notifications turned on. But every Monday in the evening it will come out. But yeah, that's on my mind, and also kind of on my mind. I'm in a really good mood today.
Yeah, we're in a good mood, and it's like freaky. Usually it's like one of us is in a good mood, the other one's having a terrible day. Usually we both have a terrible day, and that's just a disaster.
When we both have a terrible day, honestly, don't talk to us.
Honestly, it's
we talk to each other, but we don't talk to other people.
Yeah, we just like give up and then go to Starbucks. Like, that's what we do. But we're both in a great mood.
Our friends today and like managers, like everyone at work was just like having like really excited that we were in such a good mood. But I'm in a good mood, and I'm just, it's kind of interesting, you know, nothing really crazy has happened on YouTube at this moment.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of
I'm feeling this weekend is going to be like something really dramatic.
I'm basking.
Come back to this.
Come back to this moment. How are you feeling today? What's going on? What's on your mind?
Well, I'm in a good mood, and I think it's because I got a new pair of shoes.
Guys, it's that simple.
Honestly,
just get a new pair of shoes.
Okay, but listen, I've been trying to find the perfect pair of new black heeled boots for a good year now.
Right.
It's summer. You're not going to find like these heeled boots or whatever. Like, that's more of an autumn thing, whatever. I found them on Amazon. $35 including shipping.
Cute.
I ordered them Monday, maybe?
Right.
got here, wore them today at work, I felt like a new human.
She was a rock star.
Great.
Also, in that Amazon order, if you're thinking, wow, Elana and Mackenzie, you sound so crisp.
Radiant.
So clear. Mm-hmm. And I can hear you out of both sides of my speakers, like last time. That's also because we got new podcast mics. Ooh. We're really excited about it. Please give us feedback. Is it too loud? Is it not? Yeah. I would say louder is better.
Yeah, we're still working on it, trying to figure out audio, all that good stuff. We're very new to this, but... Oh, there's a motorcycle.
He's excited.
Anyway,
we're running over.
We're new to this, but leave feedback. We'd love to hear it, but don't be mean. Thank you.
Don't be mean. Thanks.
I'm fragile. Thanks.
She is more fragile out of the two of us.
Oh my gosh, honestly.
But jumping in, like, obviously, like, we love when our friends and anyone who listens gives us feedback. So honestly, please give that to us. We love that.
Yeah.
We want this to be something that everyone's really excited to listen to and gain something from. From that, we took a little bit of feedback from a good friend of ours. And so we wanted to do kind of a, like, what's down in the DM section.
Down in the DM. Do we get a jingle for that?
Do we get a jingle?
Down in the DM.
That's cute. I love that.
Okay. I'm gonna, like, record that.
Like, chipmunk version. But we wanted to kind of chat about, last time I brought up weird stuff gets messaged to me all the time. Mm-hmm. And Mackenzie says she doesn't have as many, but I believe they're there at some point, whether I send them to her or strangers.
Yeah. Sometimes I get weird DMs, but I feel like you get weirder ones.
Yeah, probably. I just attract that kind of weird attention. But we wanted to kind of do a quick moment where we go through our DMs or any ones that just came in recently and just kind of let you guys know the weird stuff that we're handling. I also want to just say, if you felt that stuff feel very, like, forced, that word stuff, it's because I wanted to do a different word. But Mackenzie has since boxed me in and challenged me to not curse.
Okay, yeah, it's a challenge for you, for sure. I just keep it a PG.
I'm trying.
PG-13 at some point.
I said stuff. I just wanted you to know I said stuff.
She said stuff. I am
stuff.
proud.
But yeah, Mac, why don't you kind of go through one that you found interesting or weird or anything? Just a DM that you enjoyed.
Yeah, I mean, most of the time it's my sisters and I in, like, a group chat sending pictures of our cats.
Big cat family. The Oaks family, big into cats, let me tell you that.
Between the three of us, so it's me and my two sisters, but between the three of us, we have 7 cats.
7 cats.
I have 2, my other sister has 2, and my other has 3. Is that 7? Yeah, okay, math. Oh, God.
It's a Friday
End of the
night.
week, folks. Yeah, we have 7 cats, so it's just really that. And then my sister has a baby. And she is so cute. So we just get snaps of that as well. I say snaps, but it's Instagram.
I feel like that's a whole nother episode of how the cross-pollination of verbiage on platforms has really, like, gone nuts, but we won't dive into that.
Yeah, and I got one the other day.
Wow.
From Elana.
Me?
From you.
Wow.
It was a meme. And let me try to explain this meme as best as I can.
If we can show it, or maybe we'll put it on the Instagram.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
We'll put it on our Instagram. Follow us at Love This For Us.
Yep.
Continue, Mac.
So, basically, it's a picture of these 2 big dogs. Two big dogs. Just big and scary. I mean, they look kind of cute, but they're big and scary. And then there's a cat in the corner just hiding and, like, looking really scared. Let me, I have to go back and explain why she sent this to me.
Sure.
She sent it with the caption...
I'm right here.
Oh, sorry. Elana sent it with the caption, me and my boss. I was like, okay. And she's like, and then you're the cat. I was like, right. And then I thought about what had happened the other day. So here's the story. So we were in this office. This office is a little small. Some would say a closet.
Some would call it a closet.
It's like a phone room. Elana and I were working in there, getting stuff done. Ilana's boss walks in, and they decide to start chatting.
Can you add the anecdote that it's like my boss and good friend? Because I feel like when you say boss, they don't know.
Okay, boss and good friend.
Sure.
Great relationship.
Right.
Whatever.
Very healthy.
Healthy relationship. Well.
Oh, God.
No,
hey, buddy, I know you're listening. We'll talk about this later.
So, Elana and I are working, doing our thing, her boss comes in and they start kind of raising their voices, I guess. They're having a healthy argument, and I look up and I'm like, do you want me to leave? And they're like, no, it's fine. We're just chatting. So I'm sitting in there in the corner doing my work, and they're kind of raising their voices. Some would say yelling, but not in an aggressive way, just having a healthy debate.
Disagreement,
yes.
Two people with two different opinions.
And I wanted so badly to leave the room. It just was very awkward. I was stuffed in this closet, and I was like, why am I here? They're just kind of barking at each other in a healthy way again. And she sent me that meme, and I was like, yes, that is exactly how I felt in that moment. Just a cat who wanted to disappear and hide from the big dogs. And I very much enjoyed that DM. It was great.
I enjoyed sending it. Like, I'm the kind of person that I can laugh for like 20 minutes when I know I sent something that will really hit the other person.
It made me laugh so hard.
And me and my boss were very close, and I showed him to that, and both he and I didn't think of that as a fight, didn't think of that as like a big disagreement, but to Mackenzie, it was like she always will look at us and be like, I hate when my parents fight.
Yeah, my parents.
and it's literally just us debating a topic. We just are both so passionate about what we do. We just get loud.
That's true. That's very true.
That was a good DM. I'm glad you enjoyed that.
What are some of your DMs? I know you get some weird ones.
Mine, they don't have as much of a story behind them, but just a couple. I almost want to put them out there as something not to do. Right. I got one that just said, all caps, where are you?
Oh.
Unsettled.
Now,
mind you, this is someone that I was talking to.
Oh.
What?
I'm sorry.
Right.
What?
I was talking to,
or just conversing?
I would say talking to at an event.
Right.
Had a tiny bit of history. We don't need to worry about it. But jumping in.
Spilled the tea.
I spilled it.
Anyway.
I don't love and or feel comfortable with an all caps, where are you? What's my answer going to be?
Just so you know, I'm going to use that from now on. Where are you? Even though I do have her location turned on.
She has everything on me. But just the all caps, where are you? Like, what can I do, right? There's no good way to get out of that.
Yeah. That seems a little needy for you.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We can do a whole episode on things I need out of a man, but we'll move that over. Who said it was a guy? I did.
T.
Another one. This one I'll give even more details on. This came from an old man in my DM requests. Mm-hmm. With a first, last name, and then just 6 numbers after it. And I've heard people say, like, the more numbers that come after the username, like, the weirder and creepier the guy is. But bottom line, I just got one message, hello, next message, beauty. So, hello, beauty. Now, he's not wrong, right? I just want to put that out there. But really weird. So then I was like, I'm intrigued. Obviously, did not accept the message. Mm-hmm. Really weird. Tapped on his profile. An old man. Unacceptable. Okay,
but like sugar daddy?
Ew, no, absolutely not. She goes, sugar daddy.
I mean, you never know these days.
Right, but I'm my own sugar daddy.
Oh, right. T.
She goes, oh, right, you hustle. T.
She's a hustler.
Right. I should have found that that meme that was all about, like, I love myself. You know what? I can find it still. I had it
she had a really good... She was reading out loud. I'm like, that is you.
Oh, yeah. So I found on Twitter, I don't even know whose it was. I wish I could help. I just screenshotted the caption of it. But it said, Happy National Boyfriend Day to my best friend ever. Me. Because I really fucking love myself. Shout out to me for always being there for me, making the best of what I've got, and never failing to make myself laugh because I'm so damn funny. I'm my own boyfriend now. Love you.
That is so Elana.
That is who I am.
I love that.
Just... What is it? Hot Claw Summer.
Hot Claw Summer.
It's like Hot Girl Summer and White Claw Summer put together.
Oh,
it's
my
just
gosh.
my feelings. And my last DM was, I got it from a gal on my Instagram. I think her name's Callie. And she said, love the first episode of Love This For Us.
Thank
and
you.
I really appreciated that. I sent it to I screenshotted it. I sent it to Mackenzie. I was like, that's so nice. Like, that we have people that are listening that I didn't even know, are listening and enjoying it. So I wanted to shout her out.
Yeah.
And say thank you.
I had a few friends text me, and they were like, this is so exciting. Like, I love learning and listening about this kind of stuff. And I'm like, yay. Thank you.
Cute.
I appreciate it.
We love you all.
We had so much support in the first episode, so thank you.
We have good friends.
Yay.
All right, so we wrapped the beginning. A long introduction period, but you know what? You guys want to hear the weird stuff, and we're willing to give it to you. Yeah, there it is. Mackenzie.
Yes.
You said we're talking about squads, friends, groups, everything like that.
Yeah.
I say we dive in, and with that, I want to ask you, I see so many squads and teams on YouTube.
Right.
Like, which ones stick out? Like, to me, I just think about, like, Team 10.
Totally.
Vlog Squad. Like,
totally.
Who sticks out to you? Who are you thinking about?
Yeah, those two for sure. And then I would add kind of, like, the Kian and JC group.
Right.
And then also kind of, like, the OGs. Like, the originals on the platform. The Joey Graceffas of the world. Like, Grace Helbig. That's what I think. People who have been on the platform for, like, a good 10 years. Tyler
Has Joey been on for 10 years?
I think so.
Wow.
Yeah, like a long time. So I kind of think of the OGs, like they just all know each other, like kind of situation. So yeah, those are like the main ones. I think of definitely Team 10 Vlog Squad. I think would be kind of like the top two if you ask me. Yeah. Just with like people who know them, I guess.
Yeah, it's so interesting because, and there's so many squads that are even, more micro, and they're everywhere. Really, if you're 3 people and you are on YouTube in some capacity, you're like a squad of your own. But I totally agree, right? Like, and they're all connected, right?
They overlap.
In a quick link, right? I can look at, like, if you're saying, like, K and J and Vlog Squad, I can think of, like, 5 people who appear in both. Yeah. They're all, I think it's all the love of content, right?
Totally. And, like, I feel like everyone lives in LA, so you just kind of know each other and gravitate towards each other. It was funny, the other day you said, wouldn't it be funny if we made, like, a map of every channel and how they connect to each other and overlap and I don't know, it's so interesting, and because everyone does.
I would do it, but it'll spill so much tea that we would drown.
Drowning in tea.
Personally, we may do it just from a business end. I want to challenge myself because, you have to think of the overlap, right? We all know it. Whether it's just friendships, families, you can think of like the Low gang, Logan Paul, and then Team 10 with Jake, right? That's literally a family connection. But you also have the folks that have girlfriends, boyfriends,
that
hookups,
link the two together.
Whatever, and then it all mixes together. That's where it really gets deep, which I'm not willing to touch on today. Ooh. But I think what's so interesting to me is the business versus friendship, right? Mm-hmm. You have these groups, these friends, these squads, these teams that, I look into it and I'm like, it's all about clout, right?
Yeah. For
some. Others, maybe it's true friendship. In my head, right, like, I almost want to do the exercise of you and I kind of debating it of, for me, if I'm looking at it from a business end, right, I know brand partnerships, that's my expertise. You're so good at knowing the talent themselves, right, and the strategies behind their thought process and content creation. I'd love to kind of chat through, what do you think about, like, the collabs of it all, when they kind of partner together?
Yeah, I think collaborations is, back in, like, 2013, 2014, I think that's when YouTubers really realized they needed to do collaborations in order to grow. So, that's when you saw a lot of collab channels, like O2L. O2L, Our Pizza Gang, which Alex Ernst was in. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. All of these collab channels that kind of grew up together, and it kind of naturally created a squad, but they were always creating content together, and it just helped everyone grow kind of at the same rate, usually at the same rate. But yeah, I'm always a big fan of collaborations, especially, or like even today. That's really what people need to get to a new audience, because it's very saturated, so you need to kind of cross over into new audiences where you can.
Yeah, I think I agree with what you're saying, but I also do see the side of, let me give you the David Dobrik example, right? He has the Vlog Squad, and I'm going to venture to say David has done, and I think they would all agree, he has done so much for every single friend in that group. I mean,
for sure.
David is just such a genuine person. So great, so talented. Can't say enough wonderful things about him.
Agreed.
And there's so many people that have created careers, and brands off of getting to film with David. I don't think he hands it to them. Like, you have to have a certain amount of work ethic to, make the videos and do everything like that. But I think to myself about, think about his SeatGeek brand partnership, which is, I think it has its own article on Tube Filter, which we will link down below, which is super interesting to see. It's the gold standard of brand partnerships. It's what every creator would love to have. And if you're not familiar, I'll give you a quick overview. David partners with SeatGeek to basically surprise his close friends and family members and a couple of random people with cars. And really nice cars at that. I mean, the cars that they've been wanting. He's given Teslas and a bunch of Mercedes. It's kind of his go-to car. His friends back home, his friends here, a couple of strangers. It's really wonderful to see. But in my head, I think, obviously David profits from all these things. It's not just the car that's being given and things like that. How much of it goes to the friendship and does the friendship help that? Are the friendships helping him be able to give these cars? Does he need the friends to be able to have such a successful brand partnership? What are your thoughts on that?
That's so true. I mean, obviously when you're ever giving away a car or giving away money or doing anything of that sort, of that volume, like that's going to get clicks, which is beneficial for the brand as well. So I definitely feel like having this large friend group and being able to kind of feature each individual in like these giveaways is a good selling point, I guess. I don't know, but then does it come to a point where the friend expects, oh, I'm next, I get the car next, like you're doing a SeatGeek sponsorship, ooh, like count me in, like where do those relationships become weird, where it's, do you expect someone to pay for that? Like, it's weird.
I've jumped into that thought process, not even to be weird, but I remember thinking to myself when he gave, I can't remember which friend he had given a car, and I was like, really? You're going to give that friend a car? But, I think it was like, I was still thinking like, Jason still hasn't gotten a car, and Jason's kind of like such a huge part of his life, so I even had fallen into that question of when to see, and then he got him like the best car of all the cars that had been given. He got him like that, whatever the big Tesla is, which was so nice. Like that video really warmed my heart. But yeah, I've fallen into that, thinking to myself like, who's next? And I bet they have to be thinking about that, right?
I don't know. It's a weird dynamic. Like, could you imagine me buying you a car?
Yes, I can.
She's like, yes, I would like a Range Rover.
You hear it outside? Do you hear the car outside? And anyone who wants to buy me a car, I want a Range Rover. Correct. I've told everyone. Black Range Rover.
Black Range Rover.
Black rims.
I'm on it.
Thank you.
This podcast,
Exactly. Guys, please help Mackenzie fund my Range Rover dreams.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think I do fall into that, and I think, where does it all lie?
Like, is it genuine? I don't know. I'm sure their relationships are genuine. Like, it's just hard. It's hard to know if people are, like, using you or staying close to you because, like, they expect a car in a few months. Like, it's weird. I would feel very insecure if I were in that position, to be honest.
Fine, I'll give you a car.
Fine, I guess.
Oh,
whatever.
We trade cars for Christmas.
Oh my gosh.
But the other, another one that I always think about, not as much a brand partnership, but, where do friendships lie? Now, this one's not a specific squad, but like Joey Graceffa, right? He has Escape the Night, which is so iconic.
Yeah, so iconic.
The most iconic. And he's making a like full escape room in LA, and we are going to go.
We're totally going.
So excited about it. And if you're in LA, you should go. It's for like 3 weeks in August that he's having it. But I think, he's had some huge names on Escape the Night. Like, I can think off the top of my head, right? Like Alex Wasabi, Tana,
Manny Anyway.
So many people.
Yeah.
And they've all been so successful. It's amazing. And I think to myself, where does the meter lie of the success? Does it go more towards all the amazing cast members in the show, or is it more towards Joey? You know, like, where does that meter lie? I don't know if there's a right answer to that. I really don't. But I would venture to say I think it goes towards Joey. And obviously, you know, they're talent at the end of the day. They're getting paid for it, and they get nice accommodations and all the things like that. But when I think Escape the Night, I don't think of a specific creator.
Yeah.
I think Joey Graceffa.
Yeah, that's very true. It's like he just owns it.
Same thing with, right, in David. You think, like, I hear SeatGeek, I think David.
Yeah,
like,
totally.
I don't think of anyone else that, I know some other folks in the Vlog Club have had SeatGeek sponsorships, not a question. But that's definitely something I think about with Joey, you know, and he's doing, I think, all-star seasons right now, and I'm sure he'll do more in the future, and it's so successful, and I wish him nothing but the best. Joey, if you're listening, hey! Big fans, we love you. But I think that's such an interesting concept about, you know, you put something out there as successful as Escape the Night with huge talent, but at the end of the day, we all tie it right back to Joey, not a specific talent on the show.
Also, side note, I guess Joey's dog is pregnant.
Pregnant. Huge.
Wow.
I'm so excited. We watched the video today. I was like, we're expecting. I was like, oh my God, I'm so excited for him and Daniel. I see it. I was like, oh, his dog's pregnant.
She wants a dog.
I want a puppy.
She wants the puppy.
He said he's keeping all 5 to 7.
Wow. That's a lot of puppies.
But if he wants to give one away, I'm here. And Charlie and Nelson need a sibling when Mackenzie and I move into our content mansion in December.
Content mansion.
Expect a content mansion tour.
I love that.
Fun.
So kind of going off of that, I'd love to talk about, like, friends of these content creators and, like, friends of influencers and how genuine those connections are. Because, I mean, I feel like influencers can be, this is not a negative thing because I would be the same way, are kind of closed off from kind of accepting new friends, which is understandable because there's clout, there's money that comes attached to them. So it's like, are these people being genuine when they meet them and want to become their friend? Like, that's got to be hard to have someone come into your life. I don't know. I would be very shut off, I feel like. Wow, I'm not made out for this. What am I doing?
You have friends that are influencers.
I know, but, you know.
She goes, I know, but I'm closed off.
It's fine. No, you just don't want to feel like you're ever using them, you know?
Yeah. I could speak from, like, real life experience that it is something I think about all the time. Mm-hmm. Like, the not wanting to use or ever be seen. Not, like, not wanting to use them. It's like, how do you prove that you don't want to use, you know, these creators? And something I would say is, like, you know, I have some amazing, like, some of my best friends are, like, huge creators, and I'm so, like, blessed to know them and get to spend time with them, and they're such genuinely amazing and talented people.
Yeah.
But I constantly have to deal with the question, like, do I post this?
Mm-hmm.
Do I tag them in it?
Yeah.
Is it, I just want to tag them because that's my friend, but I don't want them to think, their fans to think I'm trying to get something
and you don't
from them.
Feel like, you don't want them to feel obligated to, like, repost you and, like...
Exactly.
Yeah.
It actually gives me, I think about it a lot because, you know, all these people who have, I would venture to say most influencers and creators have been burned by a good friend. I'm just going to go ahead and put that out there.
Yeah.
And I think that if you've been burned, you're even more closed off than someone who's more of a public figure would be. Mm-hmm. But I do think to myself, you know, it has to be hard. Like, how do you know who to trust? How do you decide who to let in all the way? And I think about, you know, some of the iconic friends of creators, you know, people, David and Alex Stearns, right? Mm-hmm.
Very genuine.
Very genuine. Like Logan Paul and Big Mike. You've Gabby and Irene.
Yeah.
Mackenzie's fave.
No, I just love it because it's so, you can tell that it's genuine. And, you know, Irene started her own channel, and I feel like it's at it with good intentions. You know, it's not like, Gabby, I'm going to be your friend because I want to start a channel. It's like, I started a channel because your fans requested more of me. I guess they like me. I don't know. So I really enjoy that connection, and I love when people kind of branch out and they're able to do YouTube because an audience has fallen in love with who they are and their personality.
I'm asking because I really have this question. I always think about, like, what are the signs that someone is using a creator for clout?
Ooh, I would say just
clout, money,
constantly tagging them, I think is one, or just, I don't know, like, yeah, just constantly always wanting to be on their socials.
I think asking for it. I've
like,
seen
follow
that.
me back.
I've seen, not even, I've actually seen the follow me back when they, like, meet someone, like, oh my god, I followed you, and, like, follow me back, and the person's just like, and then I've seen, like, where people just feel like the need, they're like, fine, I'll follow you, and, like, I'll just unfollow it later.
Or, like, guilt trip them into following them. Like, oh my god, like, you meet in person, you're like, oh my god, you never followed me back. It's like, really? Like, they don't have to.
I hate when someone's like, tag me in that. If it's not, like, if you're not already very close or something like that, when, like, make sure you tag me, it's like, probably not. No, thank you.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta let them live their lives and, like, have them make their own choices. Like, don't pressure them to do anything.
Yeah, and I mean, I think so many of these creators in town, like, have such amazing friend groups. Like, I can speak from, getting to experience a couple of them myself and being around. Like, I have seen some amazing sets of friends. That keep everyone so normal. You'll look at these people and be like, you have, like, tens of millions of fans and subscribers and all the kind of stuff. And they're normal. They're
the most genuine.
They're having a fun barbecue, like, with their friends, and there's, like, 20 of them just hanging out,
Yeah.
It's so nice to see, and, like, that's what really warms my heart to know that... It makes me happy to know that
they're humans.
These creators are human and, like, have these amazing friends that are going to be genuine and have their back. And something, like, I would say I even fall into is, like, I always will make sure... I think it's an awkward thing to talk about, but, like, the money thing, right? Like, how I think creators may feel, oh, I have money, so I earn more money than maybe this person does. I should have to pay for it. I have... You probably have too. Like, I make it a point to pay as much as I can for things for them, so that they know I'm not trying for that.
Totally.
And I feel you probably have the same experience.
Yeah, one time we went to, I don't know if you remember, we went, like, out to dinner after, like, going out one night, and it was with a certain someone. This is going to be a no names section. This is going to be anonymous. But we were out with someone who has a substantial amount of subscribers, and I didn't even notice, but this person got up and paid for our meal, and I to this day still
I
remember
what you're talking about.
I was like, I don't know, I didn't have the chance to offer, and I didn't want him to think that I expected it, and I don't know, I just felt so awkward, and I still feel awkward about it, but, like, I hope he didn't think that he had to do that, and he was very sweet and offered. But, like, I never got the chance to offer myself, and I still feel weird about it. But
wow,
it's just stuff
I want you all to know, I'm just remembering this story, and this is from, like, almost a year ago.
Literally.
I didn't know you've been holding on to this.
Yeah, I don't know. I just never want people to think that I'm using them or expect them to do anything, and they're humans.
And that you just genuinely want to be their friend.
Yeah.
That's another thing. I'm not really out here giving recommendations on, like, how to make friends, but I would say in any scenario, I think it's so important when people just say, I want to be your friend.
Yeah.
Like, I can't tell you how frequently, people are like, what do I send to him, her, whatever. Like, let's move aside from if you, like, think they're adorable and you, like, want to get married. If you're just trying to be someone's friend, I think it's so important to just be like, hey, I think you're such an awesome person. Like, I really want to be your friend. Like, there's something to be said about just saying that, because that takes away so much. And whether they're an influencer or not, or just a regular person down the street, like, it's so nice to hear that someone wants to be your friend.
Yeah. And before we wrap this up, I want to give a quick point, because we chatted about this the other day. I don't know if you remember, but when you meet someone that you have watched online before, like, it's always weird because you don't know how much to reveal. You don't want to go up to them and be like, oh my god, how is so-and-so? And they don't even know you, and they're like, how do you know that? Or, like, how do you know that I just moved to a new place? Or how do you know that I have a dog? Like, oh, I watched your vlog. Like,
all things Mackenzie knows. You have a dog, you moved to a new place, you got a new car, how's it all going?
But it's, like, stuff that you would know from watching their videos.
Right.
It's like, you can't really... Is that weird? Like, I think it's a little weird. I almost pretend like I don't know them, and they reveal
play cool, Mac.
Well, no, I don't want to come off and be like, hey, I just saw that you got a new cat. Like, congratulations. That's a little aggressive, I think. You think? Depends on the scenario.
I'm pretty open for the most part about if I know someone's work. Like, obviously, I'm not like, hey, watching it every second. But
saw your live stream yesterday. It was great.
I don't do that, but I'm also very, like, I don't know. I want my, like, any person I meet, and I really consider almost everyone that I meet, like, my friend, so I'm that person, but I really do, I want them to know I'm their fan. Like, even my friends that are, like, really monumental creators, like, I'll jump in their live streams and be like, hey, how are you? Like, oh my god, you're killing it, and I'll try and contribute and, like, keep the fun combos going, or, you know, I'll congratulate them or send them a link if they did something great. I think it's nice. Like, I think that contributes to it, but in person, I would say, yeah, like, I'm never gonna go up and be like, I saw you got a new cat, how's that going? But if it's in mid-conversation, I'd be like, oh yeah, and I just saw you posted, you have a new cat. I think there's a way to do it that's respectful. Totally. I think we'd love to know kind of what everyone who's listening, what your thoughts are on these friendships. You know, if you're friends with a creator, you know, how would you make sure that they know that you're being genuine and, you know, that you're not trying to, you know, chase their clout and do anything like that. And
totally,
you know, that's just such an interesting thing I always want to hear, and I'm sure you do too, Mac.
Yeah, would you tag them? Would you feel pressure?
The question is, would you tag them? As for me and Mackenzie, I know you all think we're celebs or public figures. Sure. You can tag us.
Feel free to tag us.
Feel free to tag us. You know. Honestly, I'm going to give you all a challenge. I would like you all to tag Love This For Us, Mackenzie Oaks, and Elana Moline in something. Just a piece of content.
Ooh, make it a meme. I love good memes.
We love a meme.
I love a meme.
Yeah, make it memes.
Anything Niall Horan related, K-pop related, cats. Oh, I love cats. Tag me in cats. Yeah. What?
Sure. Oh my god. But yeah, we'd love to see something cool. So if you're like looking at a creator and something cool happened, or just a funny meme, like tag us. Like, we love to see that kind of stuff and get to enjoy it. And then maybe it'll be in our next DM segment. But make it normal, please.
Normal, yeah.
We'll show normal things.
Speaking of stuff that we love, content recommendations. We still need a name for this segment. Content recs? That's not nice. I don't like
catchy
that.
Content.
Ooh, catchy content.
We love alliteration in this household.
Catchy content. Ooh, ooh.
We have down in the DMs as a segment.
Yeah.
Catchy content. We need something for the anonymous moment, but we'll work. What did we say?
I don't know the name. AA? Anonymous anecdotes.
Exactly.
Ooh,
well,
AA.
We're big on alliteration,
big
guys.
For us.
Yeah, what's yours this week? What's your content rec?
I've been binge watching Skin Wars. And I know that's like late in the game and it's been on for a while, but
people who tell me that they like just started watching The Office.
Oh.
Like, get out of here.
Ooh, yikes. I'm not that late. But yeah, it's on Netflix and I watched the first 2 seasons. I'm on the 3rd. I love it because I love the creativity and I can't draw, so it's entertaining to me. It's great. Yeah, what's your recommendation? That's about it.
She's like, that's it.
That's it.
Mine is going to be music.
Ooh.
Mine is an album and a particular artist. Sabrina Carpenter.
Ooh.
Singular Act 2. It came out a couple weeks ago, and I have been in it from the second that it dropped. I was fully in it. So is Mackenzie. Yeah. And I have to say a couple things about it. Mm-hmm. One, every single song on that album is a bop.
A bop.
No one can tell me that there is a bad song on there. And if you try to tell me there's a bad song on there, we're going to have words. So don't. Save me the time and just go listen to it and enjoy it. And her as a individual,
yes,
she is, in my opinion, such a good role model.
Oh, love her.
So adorable, so positive, so beyond talented. Mackenzie actually took me to her concert for my birthday, and we left there with our jaws on the ground. Like, she's one of the...
They're coming for her album.
They're coming for her album. They're putting out a fire. I'll wait.
I'll wait. It's fine.
But genuinely, I think that she... Wow, they really like to linger. We left that concert, and she had our jaws on the ground. One of the greatest live performers I have ever heard. And I hear, my dad will say it about certain bands that he heard ages ago, like Queen, and things like that. They're the greatest live performers. And I was like, Okay, well, Sabrina Carpenter is
okay, but like, have you heard
Carpenter.
Sue Me Live? Didn't think so.
I didn't think you heard Sue Me Live.
I don't know.
She's so talented. So I encourage all of you, not even just Singular Act 2, that's just what's most recent.
Yeah.
I say you go all the way back. I'm going to give you just a couple of my quick favorites off Singular Act 2. I would say Exhale is a beautiful song. Looking at Me is a real hit. And Tell 'Em. Those are some of my top favorites. I mean, all of them are my favorites. I could rank them all. And on just drop it in there, if you're listening to Singular Act 1, Mona Lisa.
She loves Mona Lisa.
Mona Lisa is, I just do such a great dance to it. Mona Lisa, Hold Tight, and Sue Me are my tops. Mac.
Yeah, I agree.
The one that's a favorite.
No, I mean, I love I'm Fakin' too. That's a great one.
Singular Act 2.
But stunning. And also another quick note. She's like best friends with Liza Koshy, and I am living for it.
Honestly, wait to hear our podcast episode on traditional talent that cross over to digital and vice versa, because that is a perfect example that we are going to cover on the swapping, the friendship, and how they go both sides. She's awesome.
Make sure you subscribe, because we're going to cover that soon in a future episode. Subscribe. If you're listening on SoundCloud, be sure to follow, like, comment, all that good stuff. Where can they find you, Elana?
They can find me on Instagram at Elana Moline, on Twitter at Elana Nicole 18. Ooh, cute. She rhymes.
Ooh, cute.
How about you, Ben?
For me, it is Mackenzie.Oaks on the good old Instagram. And then Twitter is Mackenzie Oaks.
Wow.
Lovely.
Thank you guys so much for listening. Thanks again.
And we hope
that you love this for us. Bye!